respectfully and keep the focus on her. Survival and faith, writing. Sister Taz, the woman behind the queen. To understand Sister Taz, you have to understand where she came from. She came from Seminary in East Oakland, the same neighborhood that helped shape the life and story of Filthy Rich. Seminary wasn't just a location to Taz, it was home. She knew those streets from childhood. She walked to school through an environment where the streets could be dangerous, where she saw the blade and trap houses, and where growing up meant learning how to survive at an early age. But there was another side to Taz that people need to understand. Her faith. Taz was a deeply religious Muslim woman. Her Muslim family and her faith became an important part of who she was. Islam wasn't something she simply mentioned. It was something she carried with her and took seriously. Before the music career became part of her story, Taz became a mother. After having her first child, she stepped away from pursuing music the way she once had. She was dealing with a completely different life, and behind closed doors, she was suffering. According to the story told by those who knew her, Taz experienced severe domestic violence from the father of her children. She was being beaten repeatedly, and eventually, she made one of the hardest decisions of her life. She ran. At that point, she had 4 children. She didn't know exactly what the future was going to look like, but she knew she had to get herself and her children away from the violence. That moment tells you something about Sister Taz. She wasn't weak. She wasn't giving up. She was surviving. She was protecting her children and trying to build a different life for them. And through all of it, her faith remained important. The streets had tested her. Her childhood had tested her. Motherhood had tested her. An abusive relationship had tested her. But Taz kept moving. Eventually, music found its way back into her life. She became connected with Bhavgat and BMR, and another chapter began. But if you only tell the story of Sister Taz the artist, you're missing the bigger picture. Because before the microphone, before the music, before people called her the Queen of Oakland, there was a young Muslim woman trying to survive. There was a mother trying to protect her children. There was a woman who had already been through more than most people ever knew, and that's why her story matters. Sister Taz wasn't made by the streets. She was shaped by everything she survived, and she kept walking. Respectfully and keep the focus on her. Survival and faith, writing. Sister Taz, the woman behind the queen. To understand Sister Taz, you have to understand where she came from. She came from Seminary in East Oakland, the same neighborhood that helped shape the life and story of Filthy Rich. Seminary wasn't just a location to Taz, it was home. She knew those streets from childhood.